Hey guys, it is day number 14 of 366, a short 352 days to go of me every day. My name is Alan Thomas and I have Rethink Dieting and it is part of transformmyfuture.com. You can check me out on the web. But today I want to talk to you about what if your weight is what's stopping you? I mean, what if it's more than just the physical side? And I talk about that a lot, but not as directly as I'm going to tonight. And my story, for those of you that haven't heard it, in 2017, I tipped the scales at 304 pounds on March 2nd to be exact. And that day, when I saw 304 pounds, it changed everything. I knew that I had less than 10 years to live, probably, even though I really had no big health issues. Nothing major other than a little cholesterol. Never had a heart attack, stroke, type 2 diabetes, any of those things that go along with obesity. But at 5'11", 304 pounds, my weight was holding me back in so many more ways, not just in the fact that I wasn't going to live that long, is that all of the things that I wanted to do, there was always this stigma in the back of my head about my weight. And that led to me going on a very public journey where I lost 129 pounds in 260 days. And ultimately it landed me here where I work with individuals who struggle with obesity. Some it's 50 pounds, 75 pounds, 100 pounds, 200 pounds, 300 pounds overweight. And it's always so funny. It's never the diet. We get hung up in this whole just what I like to call the circle of dieters' insanity, where we're and I did this for decades. I'm certainly not a doctor, nutritionist, dietitian, or physical fitness expert, but I've read enough books on dieting. I've been on enough diets, and always the diet was always the problem. It was never me. Yeah, right. And that's what happens. You begin to look for that magic bullet. And it was so easy for me to forget as I gradually escalated my weight gain at age 55, reaching 304 pounds. When that weight gain escalated, it really changed. It really started to affect me in everything that I did. I mean, when you go to the beach and you wonder about covering yourself up because you don't want other people to see you. You wonder about how people are thinking about you when you step in front of a group, if you have to speak. And if you want to do something, you wonder if you're applying for a new job, you wonder if people are thinking that you're less than qualified because you can't get control of your obesity. So it just over and over again becomes this drag on you. It's like, it's not just the weight dragging physically, it's this mental drag that goes on where you really, that you're successful in a lot of areas, but you just can't tackle this one. And so it isn't ever the diet. I mean, I get men that I work with. I predominantly work with men. My wife and I work with some ladies too, but it's so interesting how their success starts to expand when they figure out that they've got a hold of this one area. So I pose this question to you because I wish somebody had asked me this 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Alan, if you just focused on your weight, you just focused on getting that under control, do you think it's possible that the other areas would start taking care of themselves? And the answer is, of course, you have to work and you have to do things, but in a lot of ways that is true. My dad had a saying. He said, if you watch the pennies, the dollars will take care of themselves. Well, if you watch your weight in this one area of your life, maybe some other areas will take care of themselves too. So I hope that that helps somebody who's listening. I know it's the 3rd of January. A lot of you guys might be starting a diet tomorrow because it's the first Monday of January. I started a diet almost every Monday throughout the year when I was fighting obesity. But if you really want to get this fixed, you know, maybe it's time you have an honest conversation with somebody that knows the way through the wilderness of obesity. Reach out to me at transformmyfuture.com/apply. Love to have a conversation with you to see if we can map out a strategy for you that really works. But before you do that, go to rethinkdieting.com and watch. I've got a free masterclass. It's about 45 minutes, and it explains exactly how, you know, I walked through my weight loss journey, and love to speak with you. And then we'll see you guys tomorrow night.